Sneakers first, then it's probably ass, then it's probably everything else.
Then you check from the bottom up.
I guess so.
You a freak.
I
My
guess
dog
so.
Zach, hey, he's an equal opportunity ass watcher for my ladies and men out there.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
Now we are officially
we're 100% rolling and recording.
We rolling.
All right, nigga.
We Gucci, go, bro. Hey man, if I'm on audio, leave me on audio.
All right, I got you. Welcome back to another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 97. It's your boy Zach with Phil. We holding it down.
Yes, sir. I'm back, bitches.
Yes, sir. Well, you were on the last podcast. We just haven't recorded in Bro, when we take a week off, that shit feel like 3 months.
Yeah, feel like a minute.
That should be feeling like forever, bro. But yeah, Luke, he had a game tonight. AJ, he back in Maryland doing his home improvement shit. So it's just Phil and I holding it down. And y'all already know what kind of vibe me and Phil usually on. So I don't think we got too many freaky topics. So I don't think it'll get too crazy. But you know, Phil and I, we on the same type of time usually.
We in that demon time.
It gets a little wild. But Phil, how you been? How's training and all that stuff for your fight?
I've been geeky, G. Training's been good. Been opening my hips up, getting my kicks better. But bad news today, my fighter backed out the fight this morning.
Do they tell you what they back out for when that happens?
Sometimes they do, but I don't know why they backed out. So my seafood just hit me up today and was just like, "Hey, your fighter backed out." And I'm like, "All right, we looking for another fighter." All right.
So when that happens, do you get frustrated? Are you low key hype? Like, damn, this nigga might have been scared of me and he backed out. How do you feel after that shit happens?
It's the first time it's happened actually. So I didn't feel a type of way. For me, it's for me, it's more so about my preparation as opposed to my opponent.
Okay.
I don't really care why they backed out. I just know they backed out. So for me, I'm still in camp. Nothing changes for me. So it's just staying ready in case they find another opponent.
Okay.
And then if they don't, once they give me the green light, hey, we don't got an opponent, I can go eat some bad food.
But would that frustrate you? Like, you did all this training, haven't been eating what you've been wanting to eat for X amount of time, and then it's just like, all right, we couldn't find anybody.
Because I'm getting better.
Okay. So
whenever I'm in fight camp, I get better at a faster rate because now I get more one-on-one training. So it's not like all of that goes to waste. It's like, no, it's just gonna make me better for my next fight.
Okay. And even if they find a new fighter, it would still be the same date, right? They wouldn't change the date and push it back?
No, it'll be the same date, same promotion. Weight class might change because I was fighting at a catch weight, but we'll see. I mean, if I got any say, I'll stay at 150.
Yeah. And a couple more questions. So when you in the mindset of fighting a certain fighter, training all this time, I mean, I know y'all not like big time UFC. So, and I think you said that this is this dude's first fight. So there's not like tape that you could go and watch on this dude. So when you have the mindset of training for a certain somebody, then they switch the fighters, does anything change for you, or is it just sticking to whatever regimen you had, same training, same everything?
Nah, nothing really changes for me because if I could have watched this fighter's fight, I would have probably watched it once or twice and that's it.
Okay.
For me, it's just going in there, sticking to our game plan. We know what we want to do in fights, especially like kickboxing. So sticking to what we do and just trying to do it as best as we can.
Okay, bet. Outside of your training, how's everything else been? How's your 2 weeks off been?
2 weeks off?
Yeah, we didn't record last week.
Oh shit, yeah. No, it's been busy. It's busy, just planning for a lot of shit. So with training, I'm training 5-6 days a week. Work hasn't been bad, but it's just been super busy. And there's a lot of stuff been moving. It's just a lot of moving parts at once. Danny's sister coming into town the weekend after my fight. Brittany was coming into town for my fight. So I
Who's
still got
Brittany?
my best friend
Oh, okay.
from high school.
I thought you
Still,
was talking about McGregor.
no, no, no,
I
no.
was like,
Brittany,
y'all still
no,
cool?
Brittany, Mason. We've been friends since we were, I want to say 14 or 15.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like the closest female to me. That's like my best friend I've never had sex with.
Okay.
So she was coming down for my fight. So hopefully we find somebody. Because if not, I'd be like, so you can still come down, but I'm not fighting.
Yeah.
So what you trying to? Like, it's up to you. I won't feel offended, but take a trip if you want.
Bet. Last week, actually, since the last time we recorded, we had Tatiana's birthday. She turned 30. Party went well. It was mad logistics and shit that went into it. But people had a good time that were there. I know you were only able to stay for a short time, but
Yeah, I was having some serious FOMO because I double booked myself, and the crazy thing is, like, we left y'all spot, went to this nice restaurant in Miami.
yeah,
Forget what it's called, but the food was kind of trash, but the experience is cool.
yeah.
And then, bro, I'm washed.
How so?
I am.
How so?
I am washed. So we was at your place. We was at Tati's party, and shout out to Grizz because we ran a beer pong table when we was there. We probably would have ran it all night. Keeping it a buck. So we had a couple drinks there. Then we get to dinner. We ordered one cocktail each. Everybody, it was three couples. Yeah. Everybody ordered one cocktail, and then we probably ordered like, what was it, 5 or 6 rounds of tequila shots.
Yeah.
Danny puked. All the girls puked. All the girls.
Yeah,
puked.
but you can't say you. I mean, okay, I know you probably had a certain tolerance at one point in time.
Yeah.
But 5 or 6 tequila shots—that's kind of a lot, bro. And if you had a cocktail on top of that,
they were like half. It's not too crazy. It was nothing I can handle.
Yeah.
But it was funny because the girls had a great time, and all the guys were just like looking at, like, babysitting our girls.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they wilding at this
Yeah.
table. So they was having a time of their life. And shout out to Lana because it was her birthday too. So we get back to the B&B. Danny pukes on the floor. I had to clean it up. And you know how I feel about puke.
I don't know how you feel about puke.
It grosses me out, bro. It's disgusting. So I would always black out when I get super drunk because I don't like to puke because it just grosses me out. So she fell asleep on the futon, puked on the floor, and I'm just like, and then like 2 o'clock in the morning, just cleaning up off the ground with napkins, just disgusted. Like,
now that I think about it, I feel like I've never seen you puke, bro.
I don't like to.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
rare.
of course, Luke has the nickname Pukey Lukey. AJ don't drink. I seen Brandon puke. I think I seen Jules puke.
I puked a couple times, but it's rare. I'll black out most times before I puke.
Yeah.
Because it's just disgusting to me.
Yeah.
But we woke up the next morning, bro. I was so hungover. And it was like I could have been functional. And it was like I wasn't crazy hungover, but it was like for the amount that I drank, I was just like, bro, I'm getting old. Because I literally was like, all I want to do is just go home.
Yeah.
And sit on the couch and watch football all day. And that's all I did.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? I feel like I'm becoming more of a tank. Like when I was younger, used to drink, bro, I get fucking hungover all the time. I can't remember the last time I've been hungover. And there's been times where I've tried to I haven't gotten hungover and I haven't like blacked out. I can't remember the last time. Like for my wedding, I wanted to get to that level, bro.
I was decent on your wedding night too.
Actually, that's a lie. During the bachelor party, obviously, I blacked out. But there's still a lot that I remember. But I wasn't hungover the next day. I was Gucci. Like, I was drunk off of gummy, all that. But I was fine the next day. Wedding, fine. Tatiana's party. I mean, I didn't really drink too much. But there's been several occasions where I'm like, yo, I want to get fucked up tonight. And just don't happen.
Shit, come on with you, boy. We can get you fucked up. If you want to get
fucked up, I'm still notorious for throwing up all over the place. But as far as getting hungover and blacking out, it don't happen for me anymore.
I could get you right. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it was a good weekend. After that, it really just been training, bro.
Yeah.
Training, trying to lose weight. I was down. So at one point after that weekend, right, I blew up to like 171.
After last weekend, you saying?
That birthday weekend,
okay.
Yeah. I blew up to like 171. And so I was down to 159.
And tell
this
the people
morning.
one more time what you're trying to get to.
150.
Yeah.
I'll get there. I got 2 weeks. I was 159 this morning. I'll probably be at like 161 in the
Yeah.
morning just because I ate a little bit more today.
Got you. But yeah, this nigga changed the whole conversation. I was sitting here talking about Tatiana's party and then got back on you cutting weight. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
It was a great party though.
Yeah.
I definitely had FOMO, and I wish I could have stayed a little bit later, but I double booked myself like a
you
dickhead.
did. So Tatiana had a good time. But then this past weekend we went to Universal, which was the present I got her for Christmas / birthday or whatever. It was her first time going to Universal. I haven't been in mad long. Still very fun. But the main reason we went was for Harry Potter World. And that shit is hella dope. I want to talk about it later for get it off your chest. But overall, it was a great time. Have you ever been to Universal?
Yeah, when I've been to Universal when I was, I want to say 11 or 12.
Okay.
Like the one time I've been to Disney.
Yeah.
It's for my little cousin's birthday. We all took a family trip down to Disney. And
Gotcha.
so since I've been in Florida for 10 years, I have not been back
Yeah.
to Disney.
And I mean, it's definitely worth it. Like, does Danny like Harry Potter?
I just found out she loves Harry Potter.
Yeah, you got to take her.
And
bro.
I was like, I'm about to steal Zach's idea.
No, bro, take her. Like,
I was like, why you never tell me? She was like, oh, I read all the books. I got all the books, seen all the movies. I'm like, she's like, why you never want to go to, Harry Potter World? And she was like, who would I go with?
Take her.
I'm like, yo,
and that butterbeer that everyone talks about, that shit is the truth. That shit is lit. I know there's a couple of people that are like, yo, I can't drink a whole one because it's way too sweet. But that shit is fucking delicious.
But is it vegan?
Oh, that's actually a good question. There are, because they don't sell it like in stores anywhere, but Tatiana said there's a bunch of recipes online. I think people say it's just like cream soda, but there's definitely foam up top that might be like, well, vanilla, that's vegan. That doesn't have dairy in it. So I don't know. That's a good ass question. But yeah, all in all, that trip was 10 out of 10. I'm glad that Tatiana was able to welcome in her 30s like that. So shout out to me for being the best husband alive.
For sure. Bringing in the 30s with like, what's that? You call it, what you call that shit?
A shebang?
No, nigga. On your bucket list. Like a bucket list type deal.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you have anything else before we get into the topics?
Nah. Not, I mean, I got some more shit, but it's within the context of, our schedule.
Got you. All right, so Luke, shout out to Luke. He put a bunch of topics on here for us. He said it was a big news week. Some of these I'm not too educated on. I did kind of briefly try to look them up, but we'll kind of freestyle like we typically do. And Phil is the best bullshitter alive. I say it all the time. Phil, he number one bullshitter. And real quick, Tatiana and I, we've been watching Love Island Australia. There's a dude on there that is the biggest bullshitter. Like, anytime he has his little confessional camera, he talks about how he bullshits, and I'm like, yo, this nigga might give Phil a run for his money. So every time I see him, I think of you, bro. But anyways.
I really don't be bullshitting like that.
Yes, you do,
My
nigga.
bullshit is ingrained with truth. So a lot of times, like, you know what I mean?
No, nigga. And then when you do that fucking closed eye, bite your lip look, pause, like that's the telltale sign that you bullshit.
Niggas swear I be bullshit, but I be speaking facts based on evidence-based practice.
Yeah, all right, nigga. Anyways, so a Florida woman was arrested for scamming a Holocaust survivor out of $2.8 million. You saw this story?
No, I didn't.
So I did see the tweets about it. I didn't really know about this story. I did look it up. But apparently she was in a romantic relationship with a dude that she met online on a dating website. And kind of like the one documentary that we talked about way back with the dude that was scamming people. She kind of did that. Like, got into a romantic relationship with this Holocaust survivor. He might have been like 80-something. I don't know. And she told him that she needed money for a lawyer or something, so that I forget exactly what it was, but essentially she got 2.8 mil out of this nigga. Not all in one lump sum. It was checks after check after check. But that shit's just crazy to me. And when it comes to scammers, and I think we're gonna be talking about a couple of scammers, niggas just get too greedy. That's all it comes down to. Like, you might be able to get away with it 1 or 2 times, but when you pushing it 7, 8, and getting 2.8 mil,
after like 750 to a million, I'm walking away.
yeah,
I'm be like, I'm sorry, but it's not gonna work out.
exactly, bro. Like, this nigga ended up like giving her essentially all his life savings. So the 2.8 mil was his life savings, I think.
Thankfully, he's 80.
Yeah, exactly. But then he also ended up getting kicked out of it, or like evicted from his condo or apartment, whatever it was. So that's kind of like how they ended up finding. And bro, the chick's not even cute. I mean, yes, he's an old man, so like
The nigga's 80.
Exactly. But
Is she young?
I think she looked like she might have been in her 30s or something.
That's
like
why.
that.
You ain't gotta be cute if you're in your 30s and
Bro,
he 80.
nah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what she looked like. She looked like a fucking caricature, bro.
Let me see.
And you about to be like, damn, she's sluggy.
Nah, she fat, G. She got a dough chin, man.
Yeah, she don't look good. Not that it matters, but still, like,
I
this
mean,
shit
she
just
look like
crazy.
she can gobble some meat.
Oh my god, bro.
But even still, I'd be like, all right, turn off the lights. Like, I don't even want to look at you.
Nah, bro, I couldn't do it. You couldn't pay me 2.8 mil to get with this.
Nah, you can pay me 2.8 mil.
Nah,
She
I'm
get
fucking-
hit.
No, I'm definitely
For 2.8 mil, bro, I didn't
Yeah.
hit worse for free. She's getting hit for 2.8.
Yeah, so she's 36, and of course this takes place in Florida. I don't know if I said that, but she's 36, he's 87, and she was doing a bunch of shit with the money. She was going on lavish vacations, buying Rolexes, buying vehicles for herself. She bought a new home for herself.
She's smart.
I mean, she was definitely smart with the money. 2.8
shit.
mil, like she was making that money last.
Got you a
So
Rolex, you can flip that. Got you a house, I'm probably sure got equity in it.
Tinder Swindler, that's the show that I was talking about. They mentioned it in this article. But yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. This is a different article than what I saw before, but I don't know. That's really all I have to say about it. Is, like, scammers, y'all just get too greedy. That's all it comes down to. You gotta kind of stick and move. If you're gonna scam, you can't keep scamming the same person over, and that's where the Tinder Swindler fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, he had a couple of girls that he was scamming, but it was like over and over and over again with like the same group of girls. Like, if you're gonna scam, you gotta I feel like you gotta scam a bunch of different people at once. And this also goes back to the point that I made on an earlier pod about old people just being bad with technology. I don't think you were here. I think it was me, Luke, and AJ. But old people, y'all just terrible with technology. It's crazy.
Is that bad with technology or just lonely?
Maybe this case, not so much, but old people stay getting scammed because they fall for everything. Like, you got to, all the scam likely calls you get about like, scam likely emails that you get.
Yeah.
Like, I get texts all the time like, oh, your Apple account was just
Some
hacked.
of them texts are low-key convincing because I'd be like, I want to click this shit so bad, but I'm like, I know this shit
See,
is scam.
I know right away it's a scam.
I know this shit is scam. They be like, oh, your Google, you need to contact Google. And I'm like, my Apple been hacked. And I'm like, nah, this shit is scam.
And so, yes, to an older person or someone that may not have street smarts or like higher level common sense, they're going to fall for that every single time. But me and you, we're going to be like $1 billion, $1 trillion company like Apple or Google. Their emails aren't going to look like this. Their texts aren't going to look like this. So we know better. That's why we're not clicking on this shit. But I feel like it's a majority of people that probably fall for this shit than not.
Hey, that's why scammers exist. If she looked like that, I don't know what buddy ass look like.
Oh, I haven't seen any type of video or pictures.
87, I bet that nigga like an old dying 87.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't know. I'm not a history buff at all, but anytime I think of World War II and the Holocaust, I feel like that shit seems like it was way like further in the past than it is.
The Holocaust was in the 30s. 1930s, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
It wasn't too far after the Great Depression.
Yeah, but just in my head, I feel like that's not 80. To me, that's like 100 years old. But I don't know.
Shit. Yeah. I mean, if he was a Holocaust survivor, that nigga was like an infant during the Holocaust.
Yeah. All right, this one I tried to look up. I couldn't find too much information, but I was also kind of rushing, so sorry, Luke. But there was a youth pastor and a hospital director amongst 40, or sorry, a youth pastor and a hospital director were among 46 arrested in a sex trafficking ring bust in Texas. But what I did see was that there were like other high level people, like a semi pro hockey player, and some like other people that you would fucking trust. And this shit just crazy, bro. I know everyone's like, yo, I'm scared to bring kids into this world. And these are the type of stories that you hear that it's like, I don't want to fucking bring a child into this world.
I didn't realize it was that sex trafficking was that prevalent, you know? Like in America. You hear about it in other countries, but...
Yes, it is prevalent here. It is prevalent in
I mean, I
other
know it
countries.
happens here,
Yeah.
but it's like popping up everywhere. And I'm like, who? But you don't even hear like the missing stories. So it's just
you're
like
saying you don't
prostitution
hear-
rings?
Yes, they sell these people. They send them to other countries. But I'm assuming, and again, we're talking about this. We're not supporting it. We're trying to figure out for the listeners. But for me, like, how do you, one, even get involved in that? Two, what is the incentive or benefit of doing it? I'm assuming you're making money by doing this, but I feel like the risk is not worth any type of reward at all. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, if you was a Epstein, the risk is worth the reward because them niggas getting paid.
Yes, but then you see like just niggas in the street, like in the hood, in the suburb, like it's not Epstein level. And again, this shit is gross. We're not making fun of this or trying to support it. But I don't know. I feel like I want to get off this topic because this beer gonna make me say some shit that's gonna sound wild. Luke, I appreciate you sending that topic, but I got to get off that one.
Sounds about white though.
Yeah, it does for sure. All right, there was a cafeteria worker that was arrested for selling weed to high school students. I did see this one, but it was edibles from what I saw, and the headline that I initially saw was also misleading. I thought that she was just like sneaking edibles into the motherfuckers' lunches, but I guess she was selling it to them.
Like on the side.
I guess so.
I mean, it makes sense. Niggas in high school smoke weed.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
gotta get your money.
That's true. And
Let's
I
not
mean,
act like high school student. I mean, granted, she shouldn't. So if it's a lunch lady, they don't get paid a lot anyways.
mm-mm.
And then two, like she one of the niggas. Like lunch
Yeah.
ladies be cool as hell.
Yeah.
If you keep it a buck, like you always got that lunch lady that always give you a little extra if she fuck with you.
Yeah, for
she
sure,
might
for
let you
sure.
slide on her breast stick every now and again.
For sure.
So I can understand it.
Yeah.
I'm not condoning it, but I can understand it because it's like we all know niggas in high school smoke weed.
And we're also 32, 33. When we were in high school, weed was a little more taboo. It wasn't as socially... Bro, weed is way more socially
I guess-
acceptable now than it is
Well,
when
because
we
it's
were in
getting
high
legal,
school.
but
Yeah.
I mean, but still, a lot of people smoked it. Like I smoked weed in high school.
Yeah.
I wasn't a habitual, but I tried it in high school. My brother was a pothead in high school. I knew hella niggas that smoked weed, so it wasn't like ooh they smoke weed.
Yeah.
It was like niggas smoke weed. So it's
Actually-
not like that is taboo. It's just more socially accepted.
Yeah. While we on the topic, was there like your first encounter with weed? Was it more so like I want to do this, or like you're anti-weed? Like how can y'all niggas do this? Like what was your first interaction with weed? Like when niggas was around you or they offered it to you? What was that like?
Oh no, the first time I got high, my aunt offered it to me actually.
And you were all for it?
Yeah. Cause like she was the cool aunt that would always sneak us a little bit of liquor, but she was out
Yeah.
liquor, so she had a joint. She was
Yeah.
like, I ain't got none, but I got this joint. So he was like, all right. So they went to go smoke, and I was like, oh, I'll go outside and try it.
Yeah.
I hit it, got high, didn't really like being high, and then I was like, nah, that's just for losers. So it's like initially in high school, I was anti-weed, bro. I was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
strictly just drinking liquor, like
Yeah.
alcohol and shit. And then I was like, man, it's just for losers. That shit don't. You fucking don't do shit when you high. I don't
Yeah.
like this feeling, blah, blah, blah. And then as I got to college and, you smoke weed a little bit more and you understand how to, be high and manage your days high, it's like
Yeah.
way better
Bro,
than drinking.
looking back at old me, I was such a dweeb, bro. Like, cause you know me, I don't smoke at all. I used to be anti-weed. I'm still not like, I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Like, I may dabble. Tatiana obviously does it. But I'm not like, oh yeah, weed is the greatest thing on the planet, this and that, and like everyone should be smoking. Like that's definitely not me. But in high school, well, one, I remember one of my friends, I asked them one time, like, yo, you ever smoked? And they told me yes. Bro, I was fucking devastated. Like, I looked at that nigga completely different. And then there was another time in high school where one of my friends had got some weed. And I'm sure that shit was some fucking Reggie. I'm sure it was some trash ass shit. And I had tinfoil because I used to always bring my lunch to school. And that nigga wanted my tinfoil so he could smoke the weed. Can you even smoke weed out of tinfoil?
I think you can make like a dummy bowl or bowl.
Okay. All right. So he was like, yo, can I get your tinfoil? And I don't remember my exact words, but in my head, like thinking now, I was probably like, no, you can't have my tinfoil. Bro, I sprinted to the garbage can and threw my shit away so he couldn't smoke.
Yo, ass a hater.
Because I'm like, bro, I'm not going to support you getting high.
You stream weed like cocaine and heroin. Oh my God, bro, you're going to smoke this weed and your life's going to crumble.
That's exactly how I felt.
You're throwing your future down the drain, Johnny. Put the weed down, Johnny, please.
Get off. Bro, I was Stephen A before Stephen A. But yeah, that nigga was pissed that I threw the foil away. Bro, I was such a dweeb.
Nah, man, for me, it was just like, I don't know. I just had more fun drinking. And when I got high, it was just like I couldn't control. I just didn't feel myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't my thing until I got to college.
Got you.
And I got to college and then I did a 180 and was like, man, fuck drinking. I'd rather be high every day.
All right, but on to the next one. This nigga's on the Zach Bemmel meal plan. So a sailor, he was stuck at sea for weeks, and he survived off ketchup and garlic.
I saw that. That's wild.
So
yeah, that's insane.
Tell me that, because I haven't seen this at all. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
I read that like a week ago on Twitter, and it was just now. I think he was at sea for like 20 days or some shit like that.
Okay.
I think, but don't quote me. I could be wrong. But I just saw the headlines and I like briefly looked into it, and I was like, yo, how is that possible?
Yeah.
But I guess, I mean, if you put in some type of calories in your body, you'll keep going as long as you have some water. But
exactly. And did it say if he had water? Luke didn't put it down.
I didn't even look that deep into it. I just read the headlines and was like, that's wild.
Yeah. So I don't think I could ever be in that type of situation because I have zero self-control. So my ketchup and garlic would have been done after day 4, bro. Like, I'm not surviving 20 days off that shit.
I think I would fast until I had to eat something, and I'd be like, "Fuck it, let me just down this ketchup real quick."
Did it say what kind of boat he was on?
I didn't read that far into it, to be honest. But I saw it, and it was like one of them quick glances, and you like, that's some wild shit.
Yeah.
Hey man, the human spirit or will. If you struggling for your life, you gonna find a way.
Bro, I feel like I don't have that.
You do. Everybody got it.
I told the story on the podcast of when I went paddleboarding with coworkers, and I was cramped because I worked out earlier that day, and when we were paddleboarding, I was cramping up in both biceps. And when we went out to sea, we were against the current, and when we came back to shore, we were against the current. And it got to a point where I was like, all right, I'm gonna just try to swim because I can't paddle anymore because I'm just fucking cramping up in both triceps. When I tried swimming, the current took me out. I had to paddle, and it just got to a point where I'm like, yo, I lived a good life. I'm done. So I really don't, like, obviously cramps, that's something not that serious. Like, yes, it hurts like a bitch, and I legit felt like I couldn't paddle, but was able to do it. So, I mean, I guess I had somewhat of will, but if it was like something serious to where like a shark just bit both my arms off or bit my legs off, and obviously I'm able to see shore at that point. We might have been like half a mile away from shore. If I'm stuck in the middle of the ocean, bro, there's no way. I'm like, yo, I'm dead. Like, just take me.
Nah, I don't think so. And even though you was uncomfortable, there was still a level of comfort because your coworkers is there. Like, you knew nothing serious was going to happen.
But yes, exactly. If I'm by myself in the middle of the ocean, no arms or whatever, I'm in this guy's situation.
I feel like your fight or flight is going to kick in and you're going to fight first. You might give up eventually. Maybe.
Nigga, I am flying to heaven. That's where my flight is kicking in.
You're just gonna be fuck it after 2 hours and I'm gonna die.
Like I
DJ
said,
Khaled shit,
bro. Like I said, I'm maybe surviving 4 days, after day 4, it's a wrap for me.
Hey, I'm going to. I can't go no more. You had to kill me.
I guess.
I gotta die about this shit.
Yeah. And you've always done the water fasts and whatnot, so I definitely feel like
Yeah.
you'd be able to survive.
Food
Ain't
is
no way
not the
for me.
food is gonna be a problem. It's me trying to figure out how I'm gonna get back to shore because I can't swim. So like,
Yeah.
what happens if this boat go over?
Exactly. But like AJ and Luke always make fun of me for, I used to eat the hot sauce sandwiches, so ketchup and garlic, that definitely sound like it's right up my alley.
Did
Even
you
though-
ever eat spaghetti? Spaghetti sandwiches?
Nah, you asked me this. I used to eat syrup sandwiches, never spaghetti
Cause
sandwiches.
remember I had sent that to the text like, oh, I guess I could use that for my question of the week, whatever. But I asked her what meals, like what were your favorite meals growing up, right? And so one of my favorite meals growing
Meals
up,
in general or struggle meals?
no, like just meals. Your mom like a meal. Like what was your favorite meals growing up?
Oh, you asking me right now?
Yeah, man.
Damn, that's tough, bro. I used to like so many things.
Pick 3.
Well, I always liked roti. Like anytime we go to Joy's, that was like the happiest day of my life. My mom is also my dad's the cook of the family. My mom's not a good cook, so there's nothing from my mom that I like. I loved when my dad barbecued, and I don't know. I feel like a third might come. Oh, my dad's lasagna. But this used to be when I ate red meat. The ground turkey lasagna wasn't the same. The red meat lasagna, that shit was delicious. So it's probably those 3 things.
All right, so growing up, some of my favorite meals was, I told her, my mom used to make the Salisbury steaks, like
Mhm.
at the package. And then
Yeah.
she'd make like mashed potatoes and shit and carrots. So it would be that, her roast beef, and then spaghetti and catfish, or like spaghetti and fried fish. And because now I was telling Danny, like, you never had a spaghetti sandwich. You put the spaghetti in the bread and you just eat it. That shit busting.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo ass ain't live life. She's like, no, I've never had that. And like, she looked at me like in a judgy type way. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's too many carbs. I'm like, you don't think about carbs as a fucking kid?
Yeah. I mean, that's true, but both y'all have a point. That definitely is way too many carbs. I don't want to eat a fucking spaghetti sandwich.
It's the same, bro. It's like eating a Jamaican patty and cocoa bread.
Yeah, but
Still way too many carbs, but it's fucking
yeah,
delicious.
I agree, but I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
trust me.
You might be
It's
right.
the same concept. Like,
You
it's
might be
heavy
right.
carbs, but it shit's delicious. Like,
Yeah.
real niggas eat spaghetti sandwiches. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know where I was going with that, but I was just like, yo, it just brought me back.
Yeah. I bet. Next topic. So this goes back to scammers just trying to do too much. There were 7,600 fake nurse diplomas that were bought from 3 South Florida fake nursing schools, and they were selling the diplomas for $15,000,
Yeah.
which makes me wonder, was that really worth spending the money? Because nursing school, I feel like,
Nah, nursing school's 30 to 40,000.
is it? I feel like
You
it depends on.
gotta get a 4-year degree.
It depends on where you go to school. I also, even though I work in higher learning and I went to school for undergrad and grad school, if you ask me how much school costs, I couldn't even estimate. I have zero idea. I was fortunate
30,000.
Okay. I was fortunate enough to where I didn't have to pay for undergrad. Grad school I did have to pay for, but that was so much more because I was out of state.
Yeah.
And 30,000 is like what my debt is for for 2 years of school. So 30,000, okay, that might make sense, but double the money, I mean, you might as well have just went to nursing school.
Yeah, but it's not the students' fault because they was like, it's an accelerated program, so it's like straight to your nursing classes without all the extra bullshit.
Oh, so you know the story? Like you
Yeah. Now I was listed on it. Was Donkey of the Day this morning.
So the students didn't know that they were getting fake diplomas?
I don't think so. I
I
think they got called by the board because all their students was failing the board.
Damn, that changes my whole outlook on the story.
Yeah.
Because now you just fucked over all these these students did all, like, yes, it was an accelerated program, but
Yeah.
they still put in all this hard work and studying and all this shit into getting this diploma. Now they find out that it's fake. So whatever
they think,
job,
it's validated, But the issue is when you go do boards and you got
Yeah.
like your practicums and shit, you're not passing. They like, well, what you? They teach y'all at school.
So then, how is it validated then?
Well, I mean, in their mind, it's valid.
Oh, well, yes.
yeah.
But say they got a job, or they just applied for a job. The job does the because I feel like that's how they probably found out that it was fake. They probably got a nursing job.
Yeah.
They found out that this school isn't legitimate or anything like that, and now one, they're not getting that job because they probably think that the students were in on it, and then two, now you have to do nursing school all over again,
Yup.
bro.
That's trash.
And you out of 15K. Like, you're not getting
You're
that
not
15K.
getting that back. Yeah, good luck getting that back.
Jeez, bro. Bro, motherfuckers getting too greedy. And then you playing with other people's... Well, in any scamming situation, you playing with other people's lives. But, bro, that's...
You can't trust shit in Florida, boy.
Yeah, that's...
I know.
That's,
They say Florida one of the scamming capitals, but you can't trust
For
the
real.
shit in Florida.
for real. And, bro, I know there's so many people that get their cards compromised, and I'm so bad at checking my bank account. Like, I feel like I probably got my card compromised and didn't even realize, bro.
They probably send you a fraud alert though, because usually if you got like suspicious
Yeah, that's true,
activity,
that's
they'll
true,
send
that's
you they'll send you an alert.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
oh, you had a charge for 10 cents. What the fuck?
Yeah, my bank is actually like extremely annoying with that shit. So you're right. You're right. All right. Moving on. Phil's question of the week. Do you know your question of the week, bro?
I put it on there.
So, if you could be an illegal substance, what would you be?
I'd be weed.
Weed?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because
I mean, it's illegal. It's illegal in some states, but I would be weed because it's the healing of a nation, like Bob Marley said. But also, when you under the influence, it's more of a like a happiness feeling. It's calm you downer.
Okay.
It's like it's hard to be real pissed off on weed or have a bad day because it kind of mellows you out. So, and that's like my personality. Like, I'm super chill. I'm a happy person, super social. Like, you get around the right people, you be super social, have a great time. Like, a lot of times weed is associated with having fun and relaxing, and that's what I'm all about.
You see, I'm on the complete opposite of the spectrum. I was thinking like the most dangerous assault rifle or gun, like probably a bazooka.
I said substance. You thinking weapons?
Oh shit, you did say illegal. I just thought like illegal object.
No, nigga, substance. If you was
My
like
fault,
a
my
drug.
Okay, well then if that's the case, then I want to be
Heroin.
fentanyl. Wait,
Methamphetamines?
no, what's the shit that's like that they sneak? Is it fentanyl?
What niggas is dying from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be fucked with. I don't want people dealing with me, like fucking with me, any of that stuff. Like, you want everyone to love you and use you in a good way, whereas I just want to be left alone. Like, don't fuck with me, and if you do fuck with me, then
You
you
gonna
playing
die.
with your life. Yeah. So that's how I feel.
And you super addictive. That's not good, Zach.
Is fentanyl? Wait, is that
Yes,
what I'm
bro.
thinking of? Why I feel like I'm thinking of the wrong shit? What's the thing that like they sneaking into like
Opioids?
cocaine? No, bro.
No, fentanyl. You thinking of fentanyl, bro.
Am I? Okay.
Yes, like the drugs that's getting laced with phenols and like
Yeah.
knocking off these actors and people just dying
Yeah, like a small ass dose
and kill you.
kill
That's fentanyl.
billions of
yeah.
people. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. So yeah, that's what I want to be.
Yeah, it's dark.
All right, get it off your chest. You got anything?
Yeah. I hate when niggas call me 3 times at work back to back thinking I'm my answer. It's not gonna make me answer more when you call me 3 times in a row.
Is your phone on? Well, you don't keep your phone on do not
I
disturb.
can't put my phone on
I
Do Not
do.
Disturb.
Well,
It's a work phone, but I
yeah.
just don't answer. I just let it go to the voicemail. Then they don't leave a voicemail.
But you could put it on focus mode. Is it random people calling you or people you know?
No, it's my customers.
Oh, got you.
So I can't put it on
yeah,
focus.
You gotta,
yeah. It's
you
like
gotta
every
answer that.
number that calls me is not
Yeah.
saved in my phone, so I gotta answer it. I don't answer it. But like I had this customer, I went to inspect his car, and the shop was closed because he got like a little mom and pop shop, and I'm like, bro, it's 1:00. Why is the door locked on a
Yeah.
business day? So I told him like, yo, I went to go look at the car. The car not even ready. I left.
Yeah.
Folks just kept calling me. I'm like, bro, you don't have to keep calling me. Like, just leave me a voicemail.
Yeah.
I'm not going back to the shop today. I'll go tomorrow. And I was just like, that one pissed me off.
Do customers text you at all, or it's always
No, they text. We have a texting system, so if most of the time if you text, it goes into the computer system. But some people text their cell phone personally. I try to tell them not to.
Got you.
So we keep everything on record.
Got you. Anything else you got to get off your chest?
Nah, that was it. Just niggas pissing me off at work.
Got you. I actually had a couple of things, more than a couple of things, but now I only remember two of them. But one of them, I gotta ask you, how the fuck you don't like the scrunchy butt leggings, bro?
Cause they ugly as fuck.
You probably like the bad ones.
No,
that was the whole. So for the listeners on Discord, I sent a message saying that I'm a sucker for the scrunchy butt leggings that the girls wear to the gym, where it kind of goes up their butt and makes their cheeks look nice. But I said that some of these companies don't give a shit. They make terrible product and it makes it look like they got an anus on their butt. So they're good ones that it doesn't look all scrunched on their butt when they're wearing it. Obviously, when they take it off, you could see the scrunches and whatnot.
Is the scrunchy bunch the ribs on them?
Yeah, on the butt. But those are the bad ones. Like if
Those
they're
are
wearing
so
it
ugly,
and you can
bro.
see all the scrunches, yes, I agree with you. It looks terrible. But when they're not wearing it, it just looks like it's going seamed right into their butt, and it spreads the cheeks. Cheeks look nice, and to me, it's a great invention when done well. But like you said, when it's not done well, it looks terrible.
Yeah, there's only a few times where I'm like, God, it looks good. It's doesn't look great
I
more
feel like-
often than it looks good, and I'm like,
Yeah, I feel like you probably seeing the ones that are shitty. So,
yeah, not a fan.
but I love them. What's like your favorite gym outfit that girls wear?
Ooh,
The
the short.
North Face and
Nah.
North Face and fucking.
Man, fuck you. Nah,
those- what's called?
the short, the short tights, like the legging type fits.
Yeah, the
like
biker shorts.
like the dry fit joints.
Yeah,
So the short dry fit skin tight joints and like a Nike shirt, like a simple Nike t-shirt or like a sports bra, something simple.
got you.
I don't fucking need my chick to be like one of them fucking influencers with the fucking blazers and the high Nike socks and the leggings and the
You
tank
actually
top.
just reminded me what the third thing was. So you can relate to this because I always see you liking and retweeting Joey Swole videos.
Yes.
I feel like we're getting to a point where there's legit people, I don't want to specify, but a lot of girls that are starting to make content just so they could end up on Joey Swole. Because I've worked at a gym since 2010, and I've never seen girls kind of react the way that I'm seeing in these videos. And I don't know, this shit is just crazy to me. Like, I'm tired of seeing these girls acting like every dude's a creep in these Joey Swole videos, and I can't take it anymore.
And it's always the middest ones, bro. That was my gripe. It's not like the baddest chicks in the fucking gym. It's like chicks that want attention.
Yeah.
Like the chicks that think they cute but don't be hot. They don't got body. They don't got face. They don't
Yeah.
got nothing. They be like, the fuck is he
Yeah.
looking? I'm like, nobody wants you.
And the thing is, every video that I see, whether it's Joey Swole or not, just a general gym video, these niggas will glance at the girl. Like, when you just in everyday life or in the gym, like, you're going to look at what's in your peripheral, what's around you. Like, you're going to take a glance at something. Like, in none of these videos have I seen the dude staring and being a creep. And this shit just, it's so fucking frustrating. And as everyone's been saying as of late, like, that's my biggest fear, bro.
That you gonna be called lacking. Yeah. Just fucking creeping up. What is the idea that you can't stare at people is so stupid. It's like, when did we become so fragile that people staring at us is like...
I mean, staring has never been socially acceptable to stare. But to glance at somebody, that's another thing.
But I'm not saying like a 10-minute, like, damn, I'm like checking you out. Yeah, I can check you out. So what, I'm checking you out.
I mean, I can see how a girl would be uncomfortable about you checking them out. But I can see also what you're saying. If you're doing it in a not creepy way.
Bitch,
like
I have eyes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check you out.
Yeah. But how these girls are reacting in the videos as if you're like,
Yeah.
this piece of meat.
It's like
I'm gonna go home and jerk off to that. Like, no, that's not how they fucking react.
when you're in the gym, you check everybody out.
Exactly.
It's not
Bro,
just women; it's men too. You look at everything around you.
and pause. My eyes, like, not even in a sexual way, my eyes just go to everyone's cheeks, guys or girls. Like
The ass watcher.
Listen, I'm not even
Pause,
like,
my guy.
like I'm not
You a
even
freak,
like,
man.
if it's a guy and he got cake, I'm like, not like, oh, this nigga got cake. It's just literally that's what my eyes gravitate to. Guys
Like,
and
damn,
girls,
shorty caked up.
old. Well, I'm not gonna say
You
young.
be looking at them old cheeks.
But my eyes just go there. Like, it glances. So I get what you're saying. Like, you look at everybody, you see
That's
what's in your
facts.
peripheral. So that's another thing I got to get off my chest. And then last but not
You
least,
really be looking at dudes' butts.
I do, but not in a sexual way.
Hey, yo, ass a freak.
Not in an intention. It's
How
not.
you look at the cheeks not sexually? Is that
Listen, it's not intentional.
they be slugging? They be slugging?
Everyone got cheeks, bro.
But do they be slugging? Because you said buddy was caked up.
I'm saying there could be a nigga with cake, but that's not why I'm looking. It's just my eyes just look at everyone's cheeks.
So you not looking, you looking just because you like ass. You not looking because he caked up.
I do like ass.
All ass.
But-
All ass matters.
Listen. I do like ass, but I'm not saying that's why my eyes gravitate. It's just that's what my eyes go to. That's
Just,
it.
Just booty.
And now, I mean, baggy clothes are coming back in style, but a lot of people in the gym, they wear tighter clothes. So, excuse me, it's just what my eyes gravitate to. I can't.
I bet you be hawking niggas down when they come in with the dry fits on, huh?
And I'm not saying I stare. It's
But
just,
you look.
yeah, my eyes go there. I might look at their shoulders. I might look at their biceps. I might look at their calves. Like, I look at everything, but it's just,
Ass
I
first.
feel like, yeah, ass might be the first. Sneakers
not
first.
it's ass
Sneakers
going
first. Then it's probably ass. Then it's probably everything else.
Then you check from the bottom up.
I guess so.
You
I
a
guess.
freak.
I
My
guess
dog
so.
Zach, hey, he's an equal opportunity ass watcher for my ladies and men out there. You know what I'm saying?
That might be the equal opportunity ass watcher. That might be the title of the podcast. But last but not least, Harry Potter world. Talked about it a little bit earlier, but my gripe is the shit is fantastic, and that's not what makes me mad. It's there's so many things in Universal and Islands of Adventure that I care about. All the Marvel movies, like The Simpsons. I love everything. Harry Potter is probably the thing I care about the least, and Universal and Islands of Adventure put their fucking foot in Harry Potter world, bro. Like, as someone that doesn't give a shit about it, I'm like, yo, this shit is actually fire.
Like roller coasters and shit.
The rides, the attention to detail, the surprises, like the perfection. I haven't watched all the movies, but Tatiana's like, yo, this is exactly like the movies. And even as someone that may not, again, watch it, I'm like, yo, I can tell they put a lot into the attention to detail. There are rides, the Hagrid ride. So the Hulk used to be my favorite ride.
Bro, the Hulk was one of the best roller
See,
coasters I ever
and-
went on.
and
Because they just shot you out, bro. That shit was so fire.
The Hulk is an amazing roller coaster. The Hagrid ride might be my new favorite ride.
It's a roller coaster?
Yes.
Huh.
And the thing is, there were a lot of kids on it. Bro, it's scarier than the Hulk in my... So I'll say this. I had zero expectations. We were waiting in line. I thought it was going to be a little kiddie ride because there were so many kids in it. But the shit is fast as fuck. The way it accelerates. And like you said, the reason I like the Hulk, the reason you like the Hulk is the acceleration in the very beginning. There's plenty of times on the Hagrid ride where you accelerate at astronomical speeds. Like, I feel like it's the fastest roller coaster I've ever been on. There's a part... I mean, I can't remember if there's any loops or anything like that, but there's just a bunch of parts that you don't expect, and the ride is just a 10 out of 10. Like, it's a perfect roller coaster.
You might be selling me on this.
Yes, the butterbeer is amazing. It's a lot of nerds and a lot of dorks in Harry Potter world, but it's in both parks. It's in Universal and Island of Adventure. You can take a roller coaster. And then there's one part, I think it was in Universal, where you're like, damn, this shit's kind of not that big. But then you go like into this like little secret passageway. It feels like you're kind of going underground, and it's like this whole other world. And I'm like, bro, this shit is amazing. And it legit, between the butterbeer and how dope that shit was, it made me want to watch the movies. I haven't yet, but I think I'm gonna give the movies a second chance.
Damn, Joe ass get a wand.
Tatiana did is up there somewhere. And that's another cool thing. Like you get the wand and there's parts throughout the park where you can like interact with shit in the park. I mean, Tatiana looked a little dorky in a cute way, but she like her 30-year-old ass, and then you have all the little kids waiting in line to like interact with these things in their wand. And I don't know, it's very dope, but it's annoying again that everything else just seems half-assed compared to Harry Potter, and it's everything else that I care about in Harry Potter that I don't.
Damn, I'm about to make a
You need to.
Harry Potter sex toy collection. There's a lot of nerds out there.
You should.
Damn, I think they'll let me get in on that trademark.
They might. Also, California, they just either just built or are building a Super Mario World, and if they bring it to Orlando, it better be as good as fucking Harry Potter World, or I'm gonna be pissed off.
What other things they had at Universal? I haven't been to Universal in a minute.
So
was it just Harry Potter World that y'all went to?
Nah, so again, it's split into two different parks, Universal, Island of Adventure. So Universal is completely different than when I went from a JIT. So Universal is a lot more of like your action movies and whatnot. So they used to have a Twister ride that I was obsessed with. That's not there anymore. They used to have a Terminator experience. That's not there anymore. But now they have like Fast and the Furious. They have damn, you put me on the spot, and now I fucking forgot everything. But they had like a lot of the rides are like kind of 3D type rides and not so much roller coasters. Whereas Island of Adventure, I feel like has more roller coasters and whatnot. Simpsons, that was something else that was in Universal. Island of Adventure has like your Marvel shit. It's a lot. Like they change shit all the time. King Kong, Jurassic Park, all that stuff I think was in Island of Adventure as well.
Y'all did a 2-day pass?
Yeah, we had it. So Florida residents, they typically do a deal. You buy a pass, you get the second day free or something like that. That's what we got.
For real?
And then we had the Hopper Pass. So there's a train that goes from one Harry Potter world to the other because, like I said, it's in the two different parks. And you need the Hopper Pass to go back and forth between the two. But overall, it was a great time. I felt like a big-ass kid.
My dog Maddie enjoyed Harry Potter World.
I
Isn't
am.
that something?
I am.
Your ass
bro,
negative.
That shit was fantastic. Like, I thought I was going to go in there and be like, man, this shit whatever. But that shit was amazing.
That's why you got to go in there with a positive attitude, Zach.
You're right.
Nigga had the best time of his life. Now he's a Harry Potter fan. They finna join Dumbledore from them boys.
Facts. All right, best thing you've seen?
I was going through my phone looking for some old shit, and I saw a nude from when I was like 21. A full body nude, and bro, my body was like
You gonna
chef's
post
kiss.
it on Reddit?
My face was in. I ain't like my smile. I had hair like
you
a fade.
can crop the face out.
I might post it
or
on Reddit.
put an emoji over your face.
I might post it on Reddit because, bro, when I tell you, I can understand why I used to get so many bitches back then. Cause I looked at myself like, God damn, nigga.
And I'm sure if you anything like me, you was recycling that same nude to
No,
everybody.
surprisingly, I wasn't recycling it.
Really?
No, because it was like a nude that I found that I sent to some chick.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, shit, I remember messaging this girl back, and then I looked through the old messages, and I was like, oh, shit, I forgot I sent her this nude. It's like one of my peak nudes. Now, she was the only one that got it during that time.
Nah, you tripping. I had one fire nude. I don't have it anymore. But that used to be a nude that I just sent to everybody, bro.
No, because I had one that I recycled. But this was a personal one. I forgot all about that. And I was like, damn, I wish I would have had this on the recycle.
Bruh,
I think I didn't recycle it because my face was in it.
Oh, bro, I never gave a shit. My face was are in 95% of my nudes, and it was in that one. My abs was looking right. The lighting was immaculate. Curve was looking right.
Everything, bro.
And the funny thing is, Kendra got mad at me one time because she wanted to log into my Instagram so that she could stalk somebody that like blocked her or something like that. And her fucking nosy ass went through my DMs, saw the meat pic that I sent, and she logged out so quick and messaged me. She was like, "Zach, why I just saw your fucking dick?" And I probably responded like, "Did you like what you saw?" Some shit like that. I don't know,
Hey,
but
shout out to my BFF Kendra. We best friends now.
for
Did
real,
she tell you?
nah, she
We
didn't.
we BFFs. We talk about music all the time.
Right, tomorrow's actually her birthday.
I'm gonna have to send her a Nipsey song.
Yeah, you will.
Shout
Yeah.
out BFF. I'm taking you from Zach. We BFFs now.
She used to actually hate me because I used to date her best friend. And in 8th grade, Kendra thought I was the biggest asshole. And then we went to the same high school, and that's when we became friends. So life works out in funny ways.
Yup.
Did you say what you had? Best thing that you saw this week?
Yeah, my old nude.
Oh, yeah, your old news. That's right. For me, it's Harry Potter World.
That's my motivation to like, cause as I'm cutting weight, I think I can get close to that shape.
Yeah.
So it's my motivation.
Got you. All right, streaming. Has there been anything you've been streaming as of late? I know you
Yeah.
just said you watched a movie.
I watched You People right before I came here.
Oh, that's what you watched?
Yeah,
Was it
it's
good?
so funny, bro.
I heard.
I enjoyed it
I
a
heard
lot.
of
Like
good
Danny
things about
enjoyed it. I was like, yo, let's watch this movie. Cause we haven't been spending a lot of time
Yeah.
together. So the quick little intermission I had, I was like, yo, let's watch something real quick. Put it on, bro. It was so funny. It was good.
So I got like a 2.5 hour drive tomorrow to my basketball game. I think I'm gonna watch it on my way there.
No,
'Cause
you
I've-
can't. You can't watch it. You got to be like, watch it. Like watch it with your girls. It's like a rom com.
Okay. I didn't know that at all, but okay.
Yeah,
I'll
it's a
watch it.
rom com.
I'll watch it with Tatiana. So that movie is on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's the new That's the new Eddie Murphy movie with Jonah Hill
Jonah
and Lauren London.
Oh, Lauren London's in it. Why I thought it
Mhm.
was
And the mom is the chick from Scary Movie.
why? What's the Celtics coach that got fired?
Nia Long?
Yeah, why I thought Nia Long was in that shit. Unless I just
Nia Long is the.
oh, so she is in it.
Nia Long is the mom. Yeah.
Okay,
Nia Long,
gotcha.
Lauren London, Jonah Hill. It's star studded.
Yeah.
Your boy Andrew Schultz makes an appearance.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he got a little cameo up in there.
Good for him.
Mike Epps in there. Baby D from Next Friday.
Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit's
it's solid, bro. It's
star-studded,
solid.
for
Yeah,
real.
it's good. I was like surprised at how good it and like how much I enjoyed it.
I bet. So, like you said, it's on Netflix for months, maybe over a year now. We've been hearing all these rumors about Netflix doing away with password sharing, but I guess like it's been confirmed that
Still
soon.
don't believe until it happens.
Yeah, same. I feel like it's all cap. But at the same time, like, what are those board meetings like? Netflix is going to be losing so much money, I feel like, by doing this. Because there's people that probably put in a pot of money, like a bunch of friends that like, all right, I'll put in my little $2
Yeah.
and we'll all share this. All of them are going to back out of Netflix. There might be some, like a parent, like my dad, who has been wanting to cancel Netflix for years, but me and my sister are like, no, we actually watch shit on Netflix. And if we can't share the password,
He canceling this shit.
Yeah, so Netflix, like, I don't know why y'all think this is a good idea, but I promise you this is not the move. So,
Yeah, because I share it's my Netflix, but I share mine with JB because he shares his Disney Plus with me.
yeah. And there's so many people that do that. Like, I share my Discovery Plus with, like, Tatiana's mom. Tatiana's mom shares her Hulu with us.
Wait, don't if you got Disney Plus, you get Discovery Plus?
I don't
Or is
think
that
so.
different?
Nah, if you have Hulu, you get ESPN Plus and you get Disney Plus, I thought. But I don't know. But like I said, it's not the move. But outside of that, there have been a couple of shows that I've been streaming. One is The Last of Us, which I didn't realize the show was going to be as popular as what it is. It's a show based off a video game. The Last of Us is a PlayStation game, but the show's actually been pretty dope. It's a zombie show, so I mean, it's your typical zombie storyline, but seeing how popular The Walking Dead was, it's not surprising to see that this is doing so well. And again, it was a popular video game, but like I said, it's a good ass show. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Your Honor, that's another show that is very good. It's on season 2. The show comes on Showtime. Bryan Cranston is in it. He's a dude from Breaking Bad. Show takes place in New Orleans. Season 1. Actually, I'm not going to spoil it. Y'all just got to go watch the show. I know not a lot of people have Showtime, but definitely find a way to watch that show because it is amazing. Anything else you have for streaming?
Streaming. No. Abbott's still pretty funny.
Yes, bro. Abbott.
I think I watched the new one from this week.
I think I'm all the way caught up. But Abbott, yes, it is talked about, and we see it on Black Twitter. And of course, the algorithm is gonna push the same shit to us. But I still feel like it's not talked about as much as what it should be. The show is fantastic. It cracks me up every single time. And I just feel like more people should be on it outside of just black people. Like, black people fuck with The Office. We fuck with Parks and Rec. White
Office
people,
is great.
yeah, white people, y'all need to come fuck with Abbott Elementary because it is a great show. Music. Popcaan dropped today and Lil Yachty dropped today. So Popcaan, Great Is He is the name of the album. I didn't want to put it in the chat because I'm sure Luke, that's all he'd be listening to. And I kind of want to see if Luke will even know about it up until when this podcast drops. And I'm sure once it does, you already know that's going to be in Luke's rotation for the next month and a half and nothing else. Because that nigga loves him some Popcaan.
That's facts. I gotta go listen to his album. I haven't listened to a Popcorn album in a minute.
This one's pretty good. I didn't give it a bunch of listens because I've been busy as fuck today. But from what I heard,
The last one that I liked Popcorn album that I really listened to was the one there with the white cover. I think it was kind of like So Addicted or some shit.
I forget what it's called.
It's like from 13 or 14.
Yeah, that's
that one was a bop.
Yeah.
I don't think I liked the couple he dropped after.
Yeah, Fixed Tape. I know Luke is obsessed with that, and I didn't really like Fixed Tape that much.
Hey, you listening to Yachty? You take the walk to Poland.
So I never thought I'd be talking about Lil Yachty, bro, ever in my life. That album is actually pretty good.
I'm still not gonna listen to it.
Phil looking with me with a
gonna
blank ass
listen
face.
to it.
Listen, it's not what you're gonna expect. You're gonna put it on. You're gonna be like, "Yo, this is a Lil Yachty album, bro." This shit. Like, if it was just instrumentals, it would be like Tame Impala or whatever that shit's called. Bro, the production on this album is fantastic. Every single beat is fire. The features he has, he might be rapping on like 2 songs. And yeah, the verses are like a little bit whack, but the music is actually pretty good. I know you always looking for music to vibe out to while you driving. I highly recommend you listen to, like, if you can make it past, like, you don't even need to make it past anything, but listen to like the first 3 songs. If you don't fuck with it, then let me know. But I need you to at least listen to like the first 3 songs on your way home.
I don't even see Walk on here.
It's not on there because this isn't that type of vibe.
I want to take the walk to Poland.
When the first song I play, it sounds like some shit that should have been off. What was that Childish Gambino album?
Because of the internet?
No, with like the blue face. That had Redbone on it.
Oh,
wait, was that the album or was that just the cover art for?
Oh, you talking? I know the album.
Yes, it sounded like some shit. Yes, that's what it sounded like, bro.
Was that album called Redbone?
Hold on, I'm gonna play. The first song's called Black Seminole. This kind of the vibe. And I'll even fast forward a little bit for you, bro. Wait, there we go. Don't that sound like some Childish Gambino shit?
I might give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot.
I'm not saying you're gonna be like, oh, this album of the year, or oh my god, I love this. But I think you will be pleasantly surprised about this album.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
I will take your word. Give it a shot.
Listen to it. Anything you've been listening, bro? I feel like 2023 been trash with music.
Yeah, but I found like, so I got a playlist. I'm not sure if I ever sent this one in the the Discord because I've been kind of working on it for a minute to get the vibes right. And one of the artists on the playlist his name is Sun Little.
Okay.
And he's like an R&B kind of like soul-ish.
Oh, I'm gonna check that out.
Bro, his music is so good.
Son Little, like son, like your child.
Yeah, Sun Little. And he has a song, it was called Never Give Up, that I think was on my playlist. So I was like, oh, damn, I like listened to a song, and I was like, let me go check out this artist because I really like the song that I had on the playlist.
Yeah.
And his album, like Neptune, I was listening to on the way here is really good, but his
Like Neptune, okay.
and Aloha was really good because I checked out Aloha first because I just heard a song that I really liked.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me listen to the album, see what his vibe is like. And I'm mad I've been sleeping on him. Like, I've slept, and he's dropped, like, a couple decent projects.
Yeah.
And I went back and been listening to him all day.
Got you.
But I think you'll like Neptune
Okay.
because it's good.
I'll definitely check that out.
And it's R&B. Like chill, drive, and R. Like, I wrote it on the way here.
Bro, when I go to sleep, I gotta listen to music. Every night I put R&B on, R&B or jazz. So when I go to bed tonight, I listen.
You might like Emmy Jean too, by Lee Fields. If you listen to music to go to sleep.
Send me the link.
I got you.
Finishing off with sports. Eagles, they are in the conference championship game, which I think you predicted in the beginning of the season.
Talk to me nice and don't talk to me at all.
So y'all playing the 49ers, correct?
We are.
And JB, he a Niners fan, right?
He is a Niners fan.
Okay, so we got some brotherly rivalry going on.
We've had this it's usually every year. At some
Really?
point, our teams face off, yeah, whether it be playoffs or in the regular season.
Okay. So how you feeling about the game?
I think we're going to win. Not being biased, I just think we got the better team.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Brock Purdy has proven me wrong every single week. I'm still not completely sold. If he wins this, maybe I change my mind. But you also know that I wasn't completely sold on Jalen Hurts for the longest time, and now he's changed my mind.
What I was telling you.
You did tell me.
Told y'all niggas.
If y'all lose this game, are you disappointed, or do you feel like the season was a waste, or are you proud of the team?
I don't think the season was a waste, but I think this is our window.
Okay.
Because we're going to lose a lot of pieces next year because of contracts.
Got you.
So I think we need to win this year. I'm not going to be disappointed because, I mean, it's a great fucking year.
Yeah.
So Jalen Hurts' second year as a starter, and we almost made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's on the up and up. But I mean, if you look at the rosters, I think our O-line is better than their O-line. Our D-line is better than their D-line. Our safeties is better than their safeties. Their linebackers better than our linebackers. Our skill players, I think, are better overall. They got Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, Debo. We got and they got Kittle. We got Goddard, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Quez Watkins. And Miles Sanders. My bad, Miles Sanders. So, I think we cancel our skill players, cancel each other out. I think the big difference is coaching and quarterback.
Got you.
And I think quarterback ain't close.
Speaking of that real quick, earlier today I saw a tweet saying who had the best receiving core of all the teams remaining in the playoffs. So you have the Bengals, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, I forget the name of the tight end. Then Chiefs, of course, you have Juju, you have Travis Kelce.
Them niggas third. Them niggas last.
I mean, Travis Kelce, he arguably. And
yeah,
I actually have another
just
question.
Travis Kelce, though.
Okay, then you have Eagles, who have A.J. Brown, Devontae
Bless
Smith, Dallas Goddard, and then Niners, like you said, Ayuk, Kittle,
and Debo.
And yeah. They might actually have the best.
No, they don't. Because who you taking A.J. Brown or Debo Samuels?
I'm taking Debo Samuels.
I'm not taking I'm taking A.J. Brown, bro. What are you talking about?
Bro, stop it.
Debo Samuels not a top 5 wide receiver.
They both great. But Debo's versatility, I feel like as a receiver, they both are like a
Debo good, but he ain't fucking with A.J. Brown, bro. Okay, so you taking Devontae Smith or Brandon Ayuk?
Honestly, I haven't watched enough of I know obviously the name Devontae Smith is a bigger name.
He has better
Devontae
stats.
Smith had a better college career. As far as their NFL careers go, I haven't watched enough of both. I feel like they're 1A, 1B. You can alternate either one of them.
No.
Okay, but even if
I'm telling you, he has better stats. He has a better career so far.
Listen, okay. So it sounds like I'm on Debo train. You're on AJ train, but I feel like they're both pretty similar.
They can cancel each other out.
Devontae, Ayuk, I can't even choose because they cancel each other out. But you're choosing Devontae. But when it comes to,
it's not close between Smith and Ayuk though.
maybe statistics wise, I don't know.
He don't run better routes than him. He don't catch better than him. He can't block better than him.
Ayuk is a great catching. Devontae might be a better route runner.
Brandon his Ayuk, his hands is elite.
I'm pretty sure Brandon Ayuk had like single digit drops in his entire college career.
Yeah, did you not? You're talking to Devontae Smith was a Heisman winner. Did you forget that part?
You're right.
Did you forget? Did you miss that part?
Listen, to me, those two cancel each other out. If we talk about tight end,
you taking Kittle over Goddard? I'm not.
Yes, I'm taking Kittle over Goddard.
You sleep.
That is the only one that I'm like.
You sleep.
No, actually, Debo. I'm also Debo train.
I'm not taking Kittle. Goddard is a better tight end this year than Kittle. And the only reason his stats isn't better is because
are we talking like career wise or just this year? Okay. I mean, yes, Kittle, I feel like hasn't been utilized the way he was maybe like 2 years ago. But if we're talking run blocking or just blocking in general, that goes to Kittle.
No, it doesn't. Dallas Goedert's one of the best blocking tight ends in the.
Yes, one of the best. Kittle is the best blocking tight end in the league. Yes, he is.
He is not.
Yes, he is,
He's
nigga.
not.
Okay, whatever. We'll agree to disagree.
Hey, we can put that in the poll, man. Who y'all take?
But
I ultimately think we win that game, and I don't think it's gonna be close.
Okay.
I think we beat him by 10 or more points.
I also saw another tweet saying who was the better Kelsey. Like who will go down as the better Kelsey? I think it was it Travis Kelsey or Jason Kelsey? And I saw someone tweet that it's Jason Kelsey, and it's not even a debate. And I responded to them. I'm like, not even a debate? Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a debate.
It's 100% a debate.
So it's a debate because Jason Kelsey will probably go down as one of the best centers of all time.
Yes, I agree.
And Travis Kelsey will go down as one of the best receiving tight ends of all time.
I think
that's the thing. It's like, what are you looking for in your tight end? If you need a blocking and catching tight end, or if you need just like, if you're talking pure receiving tight end, he'll be the better. But like for his size,
I think Travis Kelsey will go down as the greatest tight end ever. But I think Jason Kelsey will go down as a top 5 center.
I think he'll go down top 3 to top 1, like top 3.
Top 3 I could give you. I mean, I don't know every center, but
I think he'll be top 3.
Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely a debate. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but do you have an answer on who you think? Try to put bias aside.
You would have to go with Travis Kelsey because he's a skill player.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if we just talking analytics, I think Jason Kelsey would win that matter. Just because, like, he hasn't allowed a sack all year.
Yeah.
He hasn't? He's all pro, like, 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
They both got Super Bowls.
Well, you already know I'm a big fan of New Heights podcast, so I'll definitely be looking forward to that episode. Hopefully both of them make it to the Super Bowl.
That'd be lit.
Yeah, it would be. And then shout out to both of them being Bearcats.
Hey, fuck them Cowboys fans. But they sick.
You said fuck the Cowboys?
Yeah, and they fans.
Is that a shot towards Lindsay?
And Tatiana.
Oh, yeah. I always forget Tatiana.
And Marcus. And my nigga Corey.
Marcus is the Eagles fan? I didn't know that.
Cowboys fan. And my nigga Corey. He's a Cowboys fan. It's a hell. I got having Cowboys fans all over Virginia.
Never mind. I was going to say something, but never mind. D'Amico Ryan, I saw that he is a top candidate to become the Texans head coach. I'm sure there are coaches that have coached for their former team.
Gannon is too.
Oh, is he?
He's a finalist.
Okay. But what I was going to say is I feel like I've never seen a player return to their team as head coach this quick.
He also sued them.
D'Amico did?
Yeah, he sued the Texans because he blamed the turf on his career-ending injury.
Really?
His Achilles.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he actually currently got a lawsuit against him.
That is interesting. What the fuck? How you a top candidate for the person that the place that you were suing, the employer that you were suing?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
If they are in the early reports think if we lose Gannon, we're gonna get Vic Fangio.
Okay. Last thing. Actually, I have 2 things for sports. One of them will take. Well, both of them will take 2 seconds. But Ed Reed former Hurricanes player. He was also on staff for the Hurricanes the last couple of years. He got hired by Bethune-Cookman, which is an HBCU, and then quickly they revoked his contract or some shit like that because he was speaking out on the conditions of the team and things weren't up to par. The school wasn't helping out. Athletic director, whatever, wasn't helping out, so they took away his contract. So I've never seen a situation like that happen before. But I guess
Gotta make sure you get that shit in writing first.
yeah, not every school can be like Jackson State and have a situation like Deion Sanders. And last but not least, I feel like this kind of a sign. Our Owls, you went to FAU for grad school. I went there for undergrad. They are ranked 21, which is both of our favorite numbers. And they are, I think, 20-1 at this point, maybe 19-1. I can't remember.
20. They won 18
They're
straight.
20-1. Yeah. So shout out to the Owls. And then the last thing is, I think this is the first time they've ever been ranked, and this is going to be probably the best FAU team since your boy John Smart was on the team back in 2001, I think it was, when FAU went to the tournament for the first time. So
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be the greatest. FAU
Yeah.
team. You know what's crazy? Bro, it's like crazy. It was depressing. Like I was watching like CBS College Sports on Twitter. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
the Owls sold out back to back, I guess, games for the first time.
yeah.
Fucking 3,306 fans like stadium. I'm like, that's just depressing.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a small school, but like, god damn,
it
nigga.
is. And I mean, the arena's a decent size. It's not like
But
tiny.
3,000 high schools bro. High schools can sell that. Out.
Yeah.
Like we used to sell it out. We used to sell it out in high school in Joliet.
Got you. Oh, one more thing for
Shout out to them Owls.
I don't know if it's get it off your chest or best thing I've seen this week, but my game earlier today, I ejected a fan for the first time in my life, in my basketball career. He was screaming at the top of his lungs multiple times, like, these refs fucking suck. And then when I tried to eject him, I don't know if it was his mom or someone else, like, she was trying to stop the police from ejecting him. And she was like, no, he was just booing them. I'm like, bitch, he was yelling at the top of his lungs multiple times and as he was leaving that these refs fucking suck. So, no, he's not sitting in here. He needs to go.
It was a high school game.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, not that I was scared that the nigga was going to follow me, but I've also always wondered, like, if you felt like someone was following you while you were driving, what would you do, bro?
Pull over.
You would pull over if you felt like someone was following you?
Yeah. Fuck you. I'm gonna pull over in like at a gas station because if you follow me to a gas. Fuck you following me for? At least, and every gas station got cameras.
Yeah.
I'm pulling over and I'm asking, yo, why you following me?
Okay.
Fuck's wrong with you? So I'm pulling over somewhere I could be seen and there's cameras.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I got something on me.
Yeah. But you don't have anything on
I
you.
keep a machete in my car, and I got a pocket knife in my car too.
I
keep pocket knife in my door.
You gonna bring a knife to a gunfight?
He might not have a gun.
See, I don't know if I would call the police if I drive to like a police station. I don't know what the fuck I'd do. And I have a fucking basic ass Civic, so I'm not out speeding anybody.
No, you pull over. You pull over to where a high traffic area with cameras.
Yeah.
So like a department store, a gas station, and then you just go about your day. Like you pull over, stop, like you park in front of the door and walk into the gas station.
See, I feel like that's the last fucking thing I would do.
Nah.
Is just pull over in the middle, like, because in my scenario, it's also always night. Like, I'm not thinking about this middle of the day.
Even at night, like there's always gas stations open late.
That is true.
Like racetracks, Wawas. Like go to like good ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what's your frustration, big fella?
Yeah.
Just get out the car and walk into the store. And if they follow you into
Yeah.
the store, then what? Then you might have to whoop a nigga ass.
Yeah.
So be it.
See, in my scenario, they always got a gun, bro.
That's how you got to get a gun.
If I feel like somebody following me, I'm just going to drive to your house, bro. And
That's
hopefully you can help me out.
Hey, I got you.
All right, that's all I got. You got anything else?
I hope y'all tried those Trader Joe's snack we sent in Discord.
Bro.
Them shit's fire, right?
Them maple puffs.
Hey, the maple pancake joints.
That shit was delicious. Like, again, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get right just like you, but I could easily kill like 3 bags of those in one sitting.
Bro, I bought 2 bags today. I had one.
Like yesterday, I brought that shit to work. I put it in a little container that I had because I didn't want to eat it out the bag, bro. I was just licking the
The
sugar.
sugar.
I was just licking that sugar out the bowl, bro.
That shit's so fire, right?
Yes, Trader Joe's. Shout out to y'all. I fucking love everything y'all put out.
Yup. But that's all I got.
All right, it's been another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 97. I didn't say what episode. Who's 90? Simeon Rice,
Yeah.
ex-Buccaneer.
Javon Hargraves.
What? Okay. Was Dwight Freeney 97?
No, I think he was 96.
I feel like I might have said Dwight Freeney.
I think he was
already, did I?
96.
I feel like he might have been 93, actually. Hold on, let's look up Dwight Freeney. I can't end the episode like this.
You might be right, because Javon Curse was 93.
He was 93.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I said him on episode number 93. All right, it's been the Simeon Rice episode. Peace.
Javon
Peace.
Hargraves. Go Eagles.